Are you a good observer? If you've seen the landscape and the house first, your sense of observation is moderately developed. In other words, you tend to let things slide. You're not fussy when it comes to completing a project. You're content to do it without too many checks. Fortunately, you're a very intelligent person. That's one of the reasons why you don't feel the need to develop your powers of observation. You always have a practical way of resolving conflicts and solving problems. You're known as a pragmatist. You work with what you've got and do something well without going back on it. This lack of checking means that you sometimes make what we would call silly mistakes. For example, syntactical errors that you could have avoided if you were a little more meticulous. If, on the other hand, you saw a man's face, it shows you're very observant. You certainly noticed that it wasn't as obvious as the rabbit. When there's an error in a file or project, you're the first person to notice. Detail-oriented, you make sure that everything is as perfect as possible. You hate to give the impression of being sloppy or not sufficiently committed to your work. Aware of your potential, you prefer to leave places that are not conducive to your self-fulfillment. Indeed, you aspire to keep your mental well-being intact. If you're put under a lot of pressure or told what to do all the time, you get tired and give up. It's worth adding that you have an adventurous